Hi, you're welcome to Explore Insight. In this video, I want to talk about first complement subtraction. So this will be my second video on this topic, especially on case 1. Why? Because I want to treat more examples. Now, in this case, we have subtraction of large number from small number. X represents the small number, while L represents the large number. Now, there are two names we give to this kind of um, form, which is the minor end for this and the subtrahend for this. Now, the next thing we need to consider are the steps we need to take when considering first complement subtraction. So there are basically 4 steps. The first one is to take first complement from subtrahend. Now, when you get the value, you add it to the minor end. And the third one is if carry is not generated, then the result is said to be negative, and it's in its first complement. Because why? We already took the first complement of the subtrahend. Now the fourth one is we'll take one complement again to get the actual result. Now to better understand this, let's look at an example. Now from this example, we are asked to subtract 72 from 54. Now our minor end will be 54, whereas our subtrahend will be 72. The next step to take is to convert 54 and 72 into binary form. Now to start that, I have a little trick to show, which is to spread out this value: 2 raised to power 0, 2 raised to power 1, 2 raised to power 2, 2 raised to power 3, 2 raised to power 4, 2 raised to power 5, and 2 raised to power 6. Now for us to look for 54, I'm going for that to put this value in the form of 2 raised to power 0 will be 1, 2 raised to power 1 will be 2, 2 raised to power 2 will be 4, 2 raised to power 3 will be 8, 2 raised to power 4 will be 16, 2 raised to power 5 will be 32, and 2 raised to power 6 will be 64. Now we want to consider the value 54. So what will make up 54? We are going to look at that summation. Definitely 64 will not be part of it because 64 is greater than 54. So we are going to put 0, which you have seen here. Now 32 can be part of the value that contributes to 54. So we are going to on 1. So 54 minus 32 will give us there around 22. So it means we can consider 16. We are turning that on. So 22 minus 16 will be 6. We can't take 8 because 8 is greater than 6. So we have to consider 4. So 6 minus 4 will give us 2. And then we take the last 2 we have here. So this is actually how we got this value: 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Now the same application for 72. Now what will make up 72 from this value? So it means that we can take 64. 72 minus 64 will give us 8. So we turn that on as 1. And then we look, do we have 8? Yes. So there's 8 here. We'll take that as 1. The rest will be zeros. This is why we have 100, 100, because 64 plus 8 will give us 72. The next thing we need to do is to consider the first complement of 72. Now, how do we consider that? There is a rule that says whatever value you're giving, find the inverse bit. It means the opposite bit. So to that, since we have 1 here, for one complement is going to be 0. This 0 will be 1. This 0 will be 1. This 1 will be 0. This 0, 0, 0 will be 1, 1, 1. So at the end of the day, our first complement of 72 will be 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So as we proceed with the step, in our step 1, we are asked to take the first complement of 72, which is the subtrahend. We are going to have 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Now we have to proceed with step 2, and step 2 said add it to the minor end. What are we adding? We are asked to add the complement of 72 to 54. So with that, we'll spread out the binary form of 54, and that will be 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. And then also the first complement of 72, which is 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Now we'll give a summation of this. So 0 plus 1 will be 1. 1 plus 1 will be 0 carry 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 will be 1 carry 1. 0 plus 0 plus 1 will be 1. Take note, the blue color actually symbolize our carry values. Okay, so in this point we have 1 plus 1 will be 0 carry 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 will be 1 carry 1. 0 plus 0 plus 1 will be 1. So at the end of the day, this summation of 54 and 72 will be 11011101. Now we move over to step 3. Step 3 states that if a carry is not generated during the last digit operation, so it is regarded as negative and is also called the first complement of the result. So since there was no carry, what do we mean by carry? It means there was no extra value in. Let's take for an instance, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 bits. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 bits. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 bits. It means there was no point we got 8 bits here. So to that, we're going to regard this as a negative value. So we have minus 1101101. So let's look at step 4. Step 4 said we're going to take the first complement to again to get the actual result. So we're going to take the first complement of this, and like I said, first complement actually means taking the opposite bit. So where there is 1, you change to 0, and when there is 0, you change to 1. So to that, we are going to have 1 as 0, 0 as 1, 1 as 0, 1 as 0, 0 as 1, 1 as 0, 1 as 0. So at the end of the day, we're going to have this value. Don't forget the negative. So now if we want to confirm the value, because we're actually giving 54, subtract 72 from 54, so we have to leave the value in the decimal form. That means base 10. So we are going to put back to convert it from binary to base 10. That means binary. So to that, we'll have 2 raised to power 0, 2 raised to power 1, 2 raised to power 2 for this, 2 raised to power 3 for this, 2 raised to power 4, 2 raised to power 5, and 2 raised to power 6. While we go through the multiplication, anything multiplied by 0 is actually 0. So any 0 values here will not be meaningful. So we consider the ones with 1. So 2 raised to power 4 times 1 will actually give us 16. And 1 times 2 raised to power 1 will give us 2. So at the end of the day, we'll have 18. But remember this negative, so it's going to be minus 18. So think about it. 54 minus 72, when we are in binary form, it's actually minus 18. So this confirms that our answer is right. So please do well to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And do well to watch my subsequent videos and my previous videos in this channel. Do have a nice time. Bye.